So last week we were in Miami. Probably have to shorten that story a little bit, but yeah. Last week we were in Miami for United Real Estate's convention. We had an awesome time. Learned a bunch. We saw Mel Robbins. We got to hang out with Peter Geese and Dan Duffy, all the other people from corporate. What'd you take from Miami that was like what was like the thing that you think most important that you pulled from that?
For me, learning about the company was huge. I love seeing who we are as a company and where we're going. The brand United, really learning about from Peter, from Dan, and just hearing the direction, the future of the company, how they're helping us differentiate as a company with different software coming out, different tools to aid us to do our job better. I'm really looking forward to applying, what I learned and be able to continue to help people. So I feel like the company really values us and comes alongside us and really wants our success. And so that makes it exciting to go to work every day.
I think one of my favorite things about, we were the first franchise to open in the country. So Lexington is the first franchise. We just, in Miami, we won top affiliated office. We did almost 1,500 transactions last year. 275 million in sales. We recruited 52 agents, but we're on the ground level of something. What about you, Jeff? What'd you take was probably the biggest thing?
Mel Robbins was fantastic. She talked really about taking over your fears, because no matter how confident you are, everyone has fears, and it's all about facing those fears and just going forward and doing it. I mean, you may make a mistake or whatever, but guess what? At least you tried. And I think, she's a fantastic speaker. If you haven't seen Mel Robbins, you should watch some of her TED Talks. And for us to have a speaker like that at convention, there was so much value into it. She alone made it worth the price of admission for going to convention.
Oh, I agree. And you know what I liked about that was that she got in the crowd, got people on stage, really made people face whatever it
was one of the most powerful sessions I've ever been.
Yeah. I recorded a couple things. She went over everything from basically just getting out of the fear of getting out of bed because you just don't want to do shit. It's like. And
the one slide she had, it was called confidence, and it's nothing more than the decision to try. That's powerful. For sure. I've got a question for you. So, you're really starting probably your third month in the real estate business. What has been the biggest challenge for you so far in this business?
For me, it's probably a little different because I thought I would start out and kind of have time to maybe go through the fast start training and do some things, but it's really just blown up for me. And so I'm finding myself playing catch up a lot and trying to learn the systems fast. And at the same time, while I'm doing that, I'm leaning on you guys, but at the same time, I'm trying to give great customer service. And so for me, I'm at an unfair advantage a little bit because I'm running from person to person and trying to make sure they're getting their needs met and making sure they're finding what they want. At the same time, I have this desire, though, to keep learning the systems that are in place. And so that's a big learning curve for me right now.
And as a new agent, would you recommend just jumping in the business and trying to do everything, or would you recommend them being with a mentor or on a team?
You've got to have a mentor. If you wouldn't have said, here, I'm going to give you an umbrella, I'm going to come and train you, I'd be sinking, and I think every person needs a mentor coming into this business.
Having an open mind is huge. And no matter how long you've been in the business, you and I have been in the business for a long time, and we're still looking to be coached by someone.
Yeah, that's true.
And that person's looking to be coached by someone. If they're wanting to expand and grow their mind, grow their business, you have to do that. And, if you get into it and you think you already know everything, you're going to teach everything, it's going to make it a lot harder. And being positive. You can't be in this business with a negative attitude because throughout the day, there's a lot of negativity. And like Mel said it best, if there's a solution to the problem, there isn't a problem.
the definition of an entrepreneur is just somebody that's solving a problem.
Yeah.
That's why I always say real estate agents are entrepreneurs, because our job is problem solving.
Mm-hmm.
What do we
100%.
Yeah.
You need to get financed. Well, that's a problem. We can solve
Yeah.
that for you.
Yeah.
We need to find your house. Well, that's a problem. We can find that for you.
Yeah.
You know, something comes up with the inspection. That's a problem. We'll solve it for you.
Yeah.
That's the definition of an entrepreneur. And so now, like as an agent, we have to do our business differently now. How we generate our business, it's got to be the people that we know, got to be people that we trust, because basically now an online lead that just lost the deal with you, write a contract with, went on a multiple offer, you offered more than asking price, they still lost the deal.
They have no confidence in you.
They have no confidence in you.
Yeah.
They have no confidence in you. But somebody that you know and trust, that's like, here's what happened, it's very well explained out, that person's they'll get crushed. They'll quit searching for houses before they'll go get another agent.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So that's what I got from it, is like, all right, agents, we have to change the way we do business. What I learned from Miami was like, man, everyone has to change the way they do business.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, who knows what's going to happen 18 months down the road.
We changed the way we're doing business. We're Facebook Live now.
Yeah, I know. I kind
So,
of like Facebook Live.
like speaking of that, so like as a new agent, and like I know that I'm seeing some different people watching, and I know there's a new agent that's watching right now. So like, what you as the leader of this company, and we got some exciting things going over here off Pasadena and some things like that. What sets us apart so they know the difference with United and the brand?
Well, I think what's going to shift in the market is there's going to be a change in real estate at some time in the next 5 to 10 years, and that is going to diminish the number of agents that are going to be in the market, because the commission dollars won't be there like it was. The reason that we did the 100% commission model is because I saw it 5 years ago. The leaders, Peter and them, saw it years ago. The 100% commission model has been around for 20 years. And it's been around. United's the first national franchise to really go after doing it. When they did it, what they saw is that every time an industry comes in, internet or anything like that, some value gets taken away and gets returned to the consumer.
Yeah.
Right. So as a broker, I see our consumer are the agents. So we try to reduce the cost of our doing business as much as we possibly could, so that you can control your business as much as you possibly can. So I think from our standpoint and in the way we set up our company is that we're ready for any big change that may occur in the market. But I think we're structured in a way that we can.
If something happens,
we're ready for that. I mean, people talk about these large companies. They're just big ships that get moved around. You know how it's like a big ship. You can't turn it that quickly. So I think we're ready for any kind of shift in the market. Well, cool. If we don't have any questions, I'm going to figure out how to turn this thing off. And then we will see you guys next Wednesday. I think we're going to bring Jason back. He's a cool dude.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah. You're all right for a former police officer.
All right.
Talk to you guys later.